and spineless. So, like, yeah, Brian O'Kearney and his cohort of Conservatives can go straight to...
With or without the wheelchair, would he be jailed?
Oh, depending on the day of the week. We'll confiscate it from him. If he has to go to the bathroom, we'll be like, yeah, sure. And then just take the wheelchair and watch him, like, crawl to... That's not ableism. Okay, that's not ableism. That's just... God.
If he gets a bit too big for his boots, then, you know, we demobilize him and he is kept...
Well, he's already big. He doesn't even fit into his boots at this point, I mean.
It's got tank tires because, you know, the other's crippled under his... Anyways, you've been at the top of Irish politics for a while now. What do you think has been the most surprising part of your presidency so far?
Well, first of all, I don't think I'm at the top of Irish politics. I think the top of Irish politics is the Taoiseach, because...
And you've been the Taoiseach as well.
Well, yeah. Well, first of all, yeah, okay. I suppose I've been at the top of Irish politics
for a long time.
But I think the most surprising part of being president is how many people are out to get you just because of how the presidency works. Like, all jokes aside, there are loads of people out there who just hate you because of the office.
That is true. Because before I was Taoiseach as well, people, well, quite evidently, because they voted for me, I would say myself that they liked me. And then when I became Taoiseach, whether it's because I was a shit one or not, they didn't like me anymore, which, as Oscar O'Sullivan would tell you, is evident in the 74% disapproval poll. So I think office does change something. And something a very wise person said to me was, everyone is jealous or wants what you have, so they're not going to like you and they're not going to be kind, which I think is quite wise. Anyways, Killian Clark, the guest, has gone mute. It's really awkward now, so I just have to sit here and mumble until he unmutes. So I hope he's got a good reason, or he'll be castrated when he unmutes. Oh, this is so weird. I don't like being left alone. I need someone in the studio to talk to me. Kamala? No one's here.
I would like to apologise. Mr. President was rudely interrupted, but let's just say that it was absolutely worth it because
I know who interrupted.
He has been delivered alcohol, and that makes the podcast so much easier to consume.
Well, we're all in this. I knew, Jessie. I knew she did. I was like,
who's she? If you're saying Kathy, I
knew Kathleen was in there. I was like, because it's RTÉ, but Jessie said it. Anyways, in your time, you've done a lot of work. Well, supposedly, so I'm told. I've never seen it. You've done a lot of work and met a lot of people. What foreign delegate, head of state, or government has been your favourite, and why? Or have you not, dabbled in that enough?
I don't think I've dabbled in enough visits yet. Like, we're in talks. I'm sure Mr. Sunday won't mind me saying this because he loves to brag about his work and progress as Taoiseach.
He does.
He does. Oh, Lord, we know. But we are doing something with the Pope soon, and I know
about this.
First of all, I met the previous Pope before he died. God rest his soul.
Amen.
Amen. I met him as Taoiseach. And that was like the most fun. Unironically, I don't think people know that about me, but that was the most fun visit in my time as Taoiseach. Like, I have that picture on my Aura's desk, unironically, because it was just so fun. And like Connor was telling us all beforehand, don't be serious about it. Don't try and make any funny jokes. It's not funny. And then as Taoiseach, I sweated it. I took it so seriously. And then as he goes through my ministers, all of them are like, Shalom, Eid Mubarak. And I'm just like, oh God.
Eid Mubarak.
And the Pope just rolls with it. I like a G, by the way. Absolutely shout out to him for he was just like, yeah, no bother. Like, he was originally in the Archdiocese of Dublin. Fun fact. The last Pope was Irish, so well done. But yeah, as Taoiseach, I've only met... Oh my God, if I'm lying about this, it's so embarrassing because it means I've just forgotten about the other delegates. But I'm pretty sure...
This is Taoiseach with Niamh Clark.
Nothing. What stays on Taoiseach stays... What happens on Taoiseach?
What happens on Taoiseach stays on Taoiseach.
Literally. But I've only met the Thailand delegate, I'm pretty sure. And he was really nice. We love Thailand. Ireland has a close relationship with Thailand, so that was nice.
I know, Thailand's so good. When I look in the UN, I always see them having cool events. And I'm like, why doesn't Ireland do that?
But because we're not Thailand. We don't have lady boys. We don't have enough lady boys like them. So
we don't have enough. Oh, I'm going to reference a Little Britain skit, and I hope someone in here understands.
If it's a slur, you need to restrain yourself.
No, I'm not going to say that for my. I want to keep my show. Anyway, next question, Mr. President. If you could invite 3 people in the history of Irish Roblox Ireland, politics, to your ultimate Irish-themed dinner party, who would they be? And why?
Oh, that is a good... Wow, Taoiseach is good. That's a great question. Oh my god, that's so good. Can we actually have a moment to just appreciate that and see what the question that was? You need a pay raise. You need a pay raise. However much they're paying you, it's not enough, sister. It's not enough.
Never enough.
Let me think. Well, first of all, I would have to bring... Some might call him my I was gonna say master. Jesus, we're going down the wrong path here. I've had too much to drink already.
I tried to growl.
No. I would invite. First of all, I would invite probably Thomas Aker because, unfortunately, whether I like it or not, whether I regret it and resent it or not, I spent a lot of time with him in Irish politics. I would... Okay, dinner party. Do they have to be dead or can they still be alive?
They can... anything. They could be alive, dead, not...
Okay. Then probably Conor Novak has to make an appearance because just for satirical value. I mean, if you go to him for political opinions, then maybe you're going down the wrong route. But also you're going down the right one, but just wrong person completely.
Right time.
And... Yeah, absolutely. Right time. He has the right opinions, but he is a schizophrenic, so just keep your distance. But... maybe, oh god, third person. I'm thinking either Michael McGrath or Facilio Quinley. I wouldn't invite Lynn because she would be there.
It's so rude to just be fucking judging everyone.
She'd be, also she's a bitch. She's a bitch, that's why.
Imagine Lynn, wine drunk, fucking sat there like, fat, stop fucking eating.
Absolutely, she's a bitch. Her. No, she would be such a... She would bring the evening down. So I would invite her as a maid.
Saying like, look at that picture of me up there. Don't I look great?
Absolutely. But I would also... I would probably bring her as a maid, like a member of staff. Just...
she has to crawl on her hands and knees.
Literally.
Wine on her
she has to crawl alongside Brian.
Public. She gets dragged by Ryan's chair.
Stop! Wait, no, we're because no, too mean. Dial it down. Too mean. Yeah. So Facilio. My final answer is Facilio, Thomas Whitaker or Ihaker, depending on which name he's using. Probably the British one now, and Conor Novak. That's my 3. Yeah, Facilio Quinley.
Solid. I mean, I don't know half the names, but anyway.
You're just upset you weren't on the list.
I actually am. So you're never coming on TikTok again.
I don't want to after this. I've already gotten a lawsuit. Brian tagged me and was like, "Speak to my lawyer soon." God.
How dare you disobey me? Okay, we all love a good gossip. What's the juiciest rumor you've heard about yourself, and how did you feel when you first heard it?
Oh, okay, this is great. The best. Okay. First of all, I love the rumor that I am in the deep state. I want to... This isn't the juiciest one I've heard.
Is it a rumor?
It is a rumor. I'm not... God, I wish... do you know how much of a cuck I feel like being told, you're in the deep state, you make all decisions, getting the flack. I get all the bad parts of the deep state. Nobody goes to CQuack
and
says...
You're so hard done by, aren't you?
I know. Oh, my life is so difficult. Nobody goes to CQuack and is like... Literally, nobody goes to CQuack and complains about the deep state. Nobody does that. He gets the good side of the deep state, whatever, effect. I get the bad side, because A, I get all the bad shit about it. Killian, you're so annoying. Why are you in the deep state? And B, I'm not even in the deep, so I don't get the privileges of being in the deep state. It's like, God. But anyway, that's an alcoholic rant for another day. The juiciest rumor I've heard, I heard one that I can't remember who it was. Someone told me I imported Oscar to, run my campaign and stuff, even though Oscar can't run a campaign, or at least couldn't at the time. Yeah, exactly. So that's probably the juiciest one I've heard. And sometimes I want to go along with it and be like, I did import Oscar. I do use Oscar for my own benefit. Use and abuse him. That's what they say.
You use him.
No, there's no sexual connotations to what I do. Stop. No, not enjoying this.
Okay. Are you ready for the next question?
Bring it on. You know those people who like think they're girl bosses and stuff, and they're like,
"You better work, bitch." Okay,
you're not.
this
It's like you're not going to be in the edit. Calm down. You're not going to be.
when you're dancing to a song and thinking you're not
Or you're like in a car and you think you're in the music video. It's like, calm down.
and you're staring out the window whilst it's raining. Do you ever feel? No. Okay, this is a series of quick fire questions, hence why the lights are red. If you're watching this, which you would know because you are.
I would know. I would know because I'm there. Thanks for telling me, though.
Let's play famous or fake. I'm going to say a rumor, and you tell me if it's true or complete bullshit.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
Are you ready?
Is it like, is this quick fire now? This is rapid fire.
Quick fire, yeah. Okay. Killian shat his pants at his inauguration, but blamed it on Corbyn. Now, be honest.
Okay, so this. Okay, I know you just want yes or no, but I need to give backstory. This is true.
No, you can't.
And that is why Corbyn is the first person. That's why Corbyn is the first lady to ever have sat up on the inauguration stage. The first lady, because I need someone to blame it on, and I chose Corbyn. So I put the shit on her seat with my bare hands, washed them in the bathrooms, and made her sit on it. So yeah, that's true.
Okay, follow-up question. Do you have a feces kink?
I didn't until Krispy Kreme tweeted that one thing. Like, I want to be. How do you remember it? Chris, he tweeted himself a picture of his Roblox avatar with like brown stuff anchored to it, yes. and he was like, "I want to be gagged," and then in brackets tied up with my orifices, like in brackets holes blocked, and so yeah, I want to be bound, tied up, gagged, airway restricted, and have shit excrement thrown at me until I can't breathe. Turn your eyes to general chat and you'll see what I mean. That unlocked a new side of me. That unlocked a new side of me that I didn't know existed.
It really opened new doors to new experiments. Yes.
You know when people are like, I experimented in college. I experimented with Krispy Kreme.
I experimented with poo play with Krispy Kreme in my brain.
Well, when you call it that, it just sounds. Never mind. Just go on.
I just love the word poo as well. Like poo. That's
don't like it.
You came up with that. Okay.
Move on. Don't like it.
Famous or fake? You had a one-night stand with the leader of the Liberal Democrats in Chesterfield. Paul Holmes.
I feel so bad because people listening are probably like, "Why is this funny? Why is it?" Look up Paul Holmes Chesterfield on Facebook, and it's all me, Jesse, and Neve with fake Facebook accounts. look, Paul Holmes attempts to put salt into my tea. I can't. We have made up a lore about Paul Holmes in Chesterfield. So if this poor Liberal Democrat councillor, who's probably retired and left his wife some time ago, ever logs onto Facebook.
When you started making me laugh.
Literally, he is going to, if he logs onto Facebook, he is going to see
Paul
this.
Holmes is going to have a shitstorm because, Paul Holmes let me read you his most recent offence. Is disgusting.
But man. No, but screenshot it and put it in Ireland General or in the open chat.
Okay, so
hashtag reject. But I started this, by the way. I just want to take credit for it.
Ejaculate Paul Holmes. No. Okay, this is a quote from a member of the Chesterfield County Council. And
I need to mute for this.
It's shocking. Okay, I'll read it to you, and I quote. Today, Paul Holmes invited us all for drinks after this evening's council meeting. When out, Paul repeatedly exposed his penis to multiple women, shouting, "If you want new wheelie bins, come have a go on this." Since myself and the other woman are striking from the council until this is dealt with. I will be covering the username of the lovely lady that exposed Paul Holmes and his disgusting habits.
Because it's probably you or Jesse. Oh,
I don't know what you're speaking about.
Oh god, like it's just I don't know. Like I wanted it to be political, so that some random politician, if they ever make a Facebook, they'll just find posts about them. Look,
Paul Holmes will never stand for re-election.
You can see Kathy Mulbush's reaction. You need to move on. People won't get this, and I feel bad. I feel like we're just the only insane people who are going to get this. We need to move on.
No, it's nice. Okay.
I'm so sorry, Paul, if you're listening. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean for this.
in your term, in your presidential term, you have had a range of Taoiseachs. Who has been your
Taoiseach,
favourite?
actually.
Taoiseach.
I haven't had a range. I've had 3.
Yeah,
the
answer is obvious, Killian.
I'm sorry, I need to get out of the general track because I'm just seeing Paul Holmes stuff, and I'm going to keep laughing.
Who is your favourite?
My favourite? God. I feel like this goes against everything the presidential office has ever stood for. You don't have favourites. Each Taoiseach is... I have a different... No, let me answer.
Tell me a favourite!
Because it's true. Each Taoiseach has something different. Like, you were by far... Okay, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. You were... in office, anyway. In office, you were by far the funniest. Because I would DM you with issues, and you would just be like, who just licked my cunt? And I'd be like, please, like, I don't want to laugh right now. I'm just trying to talk to you about this particular bill or whatever. And you're just like, who stomped on my clit? And I'm like, please, just...
That's because I was raised in a household with Jessica more as my mother,
and we wish the charities would have gotten involved sooner, because that was...
And before social services took me for a while, I was exposed to this as a youth, and I think it was a canon event and shaped me as a person. But
that
also,
was not conducive
we started
to
off
raising a child.
my term well. There was a lawsuit against the president, my grandfather. On the day of my election, he was sued by Brian O'Queerney. And that's just... I think that's a mark of, the importance.
He lost. He lost big time, actually.
He lost big time, actually. So he actually lost. No, we're now going to go to Clan Council, the regal.
Oh, I made it. I've made it to the big leagues, Mama.
You made it, Mama. Dan, are we over there? I'm just waiting for a confirmation from the studio broadcasters. I'm holding my ear. Holding my ear. Pardon me.
Bless you. Okay, we're here now. Wow.
Okay.
Is this the one with the Burger King chain yet? Or... Sorry.
Honey, silence. Okay.
She is here.
She is here. Is very fucking silent. Welcome to Clan Council with Niamh Clark. As you'll notice, everything is with Niamh Clark. I'm very heavy on my representation.
You're very heavy. We'll stop.
Okay. Not necessary. Okay. We all know you like a little scandal. Okay. But shut the fuck up. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
God, well, first of all, I don't like a little bit of scandal.
You're a little CDCC.
I'm a normal, ordinary politician who loves tranquility. But what's the most scandalous thing that has ever happened to me? I just want to say, my career has really... One of the funniest scandals, I would say the funniest, because nothing has been particularly scandalous. Like, a lot of people say the Try Summit, but I wasn't that, like, anxious about that. I didn't care. I just was glad. Well, the Try Summit was when basically Myra Krosh, who is a relative of mine, incidentally,
a real relative,
created a spat with the French, and the French hated us. And everyone in the Try Summit the French had been looking for an excuse to withdraw from the Try Summit for quite some time. Dorian has admitted this, the president of France at the time. He's apologized to me for this, actually, and I accepted his apology because he's a lovely man. But eventually something happened. I think Myra had said something to a French soldier or something that just gave them an excuse to withdraw. So it wasn't that big at the time, but obviously having Diarmuid O'Donoghue as your leader of the opposition kind of, I don't know, broadcasts every mistake. But the most fun scandal I've had...
believe me, honey, I know about a hard opposition.
The most fun scandal I've had was... God, I think it was Victoria Wright's government, right? So let me paint a picture for you. I run for leader of Fine Gael. I had been business minister under James Aitchison. Victoria joined Fine Gael out of nowhere and ran, and I lost to her.
What Victoria?
Victoria O'Neill, Victoria O'Neill.
Chairman Victoria.
I lost to her by one vote. Sequatic was that one vote, by the way. And whatever.
Swing state aquatic.
Most people thought I hated her for it because I ended up leaving politics for a while, but I was still pretty vocal.
I would. You definitely did hate her, and that's why.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
No,
because like if you lose to Victoria O'Neill, you don't hate Victoria O'Neill. That's the one circumstance.
You do.
No, shut up. Let me describe what happened. Anyway, so the reason why a scandal was created was because during the time of that doll, I had never been a TD. But then a vacancy arose in Sinn Féin. Kenny, who was the leader at the time, one of the longest-serving leaders in the oppositions. So I became a Sinn Féin TD at a time when they were launching a vote of confidence against Victoria O'Neill. So it was like a big deal. Vote of confidence.
So you were that angry about it that you had to...
No, it wasn't me who tabled it. And listen to the scandal and you'll realise I didn't hate her. Because Ivanka was tabled against her. Everyone was like, get her out. Sinn Féin were like, get her out. The opposition was united on this. Ireland was united on this at a point. And then me, the tiebreaker TD who had just been appointed, voted in favour of keeping her in office. And everyone started calling me a snake. And Seamus O'Callaghan, who's like a relic of Irish history, hates me for it. And he'll still call me a snake because of it. Because I don't know, I was just like, I kind of like Victoria, let's keep her. So I voted in favour. And yeah, Sinn Féin was really pissed off at me because of that. Well, everyone was for a time.
Well, I would say it was righteous. Anyways, we have breaking news. I'm holding my left ear. Just imagine you can see it. Deepika Akolekar has just Facebooked at Cathy Mulbush, at Beverly O'Neill, at Niamh Clark. I hate you all. I found out you went out to my favourite restaurant without me. Fuck you. And then Cathy Mulbush has commented, was never told this was happening. Thank you. Then Deepika responded, at Cathy Mulbush, oh, they left you out too, Cathy. Right. We must have them removed from the Chesterfield Council. So we are witnessing Cathy, Niamh Clark and Beverly O'Neill being vonked. I
want to give context. Niamh is Niamh Clark on Facebook. Jessie is Cathy Mulbush, and Jessie takes full responsibility for everything on that Cathy Mulbush Facebook account. I am the normal sane account, Beverly O'Neill. That sounds like a real number. Yes, I am. And don't quote any Beverly O'Neill Facebook posts.
Oh,
and the Deepika, I don't know her surname, but Deepika, the Deepika account is Hayden. Is Hayden. So yeah, we all have nice little Facebook accounts to pretend to be. It's just not right. Is it? Anyway, go on. Next question. Go on.
Okay. Your dog, Boxer, well, Beverly O'Neill's dog, Boxer, was crammed into a furnace. How did this make you feel as president?
But I feel like you need to post that image of the dog with the kettle.
I'll give the public context. No.
Find the image of dog on kettle on dog. Find it.
This is Boxer in front of furnace.
Oh, is this mine? Is this my post?
Yeah, this one's yours. And then I'll read the comments out aloud. So Cathy Mulbush commented under that. So to preface this, Cathy Mulbush, about 15 minutes before, stated how her cat just died from cancer. So Cathy comments, funny how you post this after a cat has just been ran over trying to take limelight off my furlicious. Then she said, but very sad to hear, remembering seeing little disfigured arm. Horrifying cunt running at me.
But I just want to
I can't read that.
I just want to say I think Beverly is the first account because there are signs of early onset Alzheimer's settling in. Instead of this being a lighthearted Facebook post like most people post, she literally starts describing it in excruciating. He would later rush into the furnace because Hugh fed him heroin, dying in the flames as his skin melted and cries filled the stage, torturing our children and scarring them, an imprinted image of existential horror. Why would Beverly...
Deepika Akolekar has just commented on that very post. Did Tommy Emerson give it heroin?
Oh, next question. We're skipping that.
We will swiftly segue to the next question.
Yeah, don't.
Okay, it is time for... I've actually got another Facebook notification. They're going off the charts.
Just ignore it.
Taking off. Okay, time for some spicy gossip.
Oh.
Oh, wait, I need to... One moment, please.
Oh, wait.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Bang!
This is my most regretted.
In your face.
This is my most regretted media
appearance. Spicy gossip. Who is the one person in politics you would not invite to a dinner party? Bonus points if you can tell us why, but I'll accept a juicy side eye if that's all we're getting. One person you absolutely
God.
anguish, you hate.
One person I wouldn't invite to my dinner party. Oh my god, that is a god. I don't know. It probably maybe Seaquatic, to be honest. Maybe Seaquatic.
Dear.
Seaquatic is the source of a lot of anxiety and pain in my life, and I think a lot of. By the way, I say this very intentionally because I think a lot of your audience would relate to that. Seaquatic is the source of a lot of pain in my life. Sure, there's love in there too, but it comes probably every February, so around this time of the year, when he realizes he's alone for Valentine's and he needs someone to accompany. But other than that, literally, other than that, if you see my Roblox avatar go grey or have a receding hairline, and my hairline is recessive,
it's the stress.
It's the Seaquatic in my life, you know?
That's actually why, after I resigned this Taoiseach, which was totally my choice, I wasn't going to get vonked anyway. Don't be silly.
For sure.
For sure. So obviously, I don't know if you know. Well, you can know because you're all watching the stream, aren't you? Good boys and girls. I have.
Don't call him that.
I have chopped my hair off and I have a side swoop, and I am experimenting with lesbianism with a member of the doll. And I think that's amazing. So the person I wouldn't invite to my dinner party is it's probably Yukwuk, but I wouldn't invite him out of fear that he just wouldn't show up.
Oh, he's annoying. He's really God. I've been in a group chat with him. He was on my honors committee for a time as president. And I left the group chat multiple times, /kicked him, just out of stress. He causes undue stress. But I would invite him still because if he does that to other people, it's funny, you know? But anyway, I also just realized Neva's preoccupied, so you're stuck with me. She's back.
No.
No.
No. 1 second.
What are you doing?
Don't you just absolutely hate when someone comes into your room, says
something,
and then 2 seconds later walks out and leaves the door open? When I'm being autistic on Roblox, pretending to be a politician, pretending to host a podcast, you cannot leave my door open. I don't have an Irish accent. If I am speaking with an Irish accent in my household, people are going, I would be castrated. And anyways, segue, next question. If there was a presidential wildcard moment in your career where you could have pulled off an unexpected stunt, like dramatically quitting mid-speech or showing up in an outlandish, slutty, CD sissy outfit to an international summit, what would that have been?
Can I just ask, where the inspiration for that description came from?
So it came from. Oh no, there's a relating question. There's
silence. So silence.
You will answer this, and it will be aforementioned.
I'm sorry. Later. You're right. Never question authority. Never. 1984. Anyway,
True.
If there was if there was a hot media highlight moment I could pull off during my presidency, it would probably be legitimate capital punishment. I hadn't thought of this for a while, but the prisons bill I'm going to draw inspiration from that. I think if I tried exceptionally hard, I could abuse this office to institute capital punishment, and I would never do that because that's not.
Or you could ask your granddaughter to write a bill that directly allows you to.
Of course.
It would be your legal.
Of course.
It would be your divine right as president of Ireland. You know, you would be utmostly entitled. So who would you capitally punish? Don't say Brian. You've said him too many times. You will make him hang himself. So
God, who do I capitally punish? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like I was talking about this dictator with George Monty-Moore. I don't know if he's this. I told him this earlier, but I don't know. I can't remember his name. But he killed himself. He was from Brazil, and he killed himself to cement his legacy. He just killed himself so he could stay popular. And I think I would do that to George Monty-Moore so he could stay popular, even if it's against his will. I want people to treasure him the way I treasure him, so I would kill him to eternalize him, really, immortalize him.
Someone would say kamikaze.
I wouldn't.
Yourself.
No.
To avoid embarrassment, you would just slit your throat.
No.
I understand. That's perfectly understandable. Next question. How do you respond to the inside information from First Lady Corbyn, Scottish clerk, that you, Killian, Alfredo, Al Clarky Clark
Not my name. Not my name.
wore a slutty jock strap at
Oh
your
my God.
inauguration, and it was riding you.
Like, at what point does this become a safeguard? At what point does a member of the audience go ahead and open up a ticket?
No,
And
no one will open up a ticket because this.
but look, it's so like, well, Corbyn would say that, wouldn't she? Corbyn would say that, wouldn't she? To distract from her sexual depravity. I won't go into detail on that, but just know she is an evil presence. She's a sinister presence. Never trust Corbyn Clark. And
relating question: how do you respond to the accusations that your wife is in a relationship with a male, another male, even though she is a lesbian? How
does that work?
How would you lavender? Lots of lavender. How would you respond to the accusation that she's in a relationship with Antishuk, Mr. Sunday? Do you have threesomes?
Why did I should have just gotten Mr. Sunday to do this interview. I mean, is there even
he's next, honey.
I don't even. He's next. No, first of all, I back them, and
I'm going through everyone in government. Ever, and they're all
slowly ending the careers until we have no political man left. The door will be empty by the time season 6 rolls around of this
everyone
podcast.
Resigning because they're so disgraced.
Literally, they just admit to love affairs on the podcast because why not? Why not? YOLO, you know. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't believe I just said YOLO.
Have you had a with Mr. Sunday and Corbyn? Al Clarky Clark.
No, that would never. There's so much logistics to that wouldn't work. I don't know why that's a rumor.
So much logistics.
There's a lot of like you. First of all, Mr. Sunday is very. I was about to say difficult to please, but again, the sexual undertones.
Okay, so what we're getting at here is Killian is attracted to Mr. Sunday.
Oh, absolutely. Was that not evidently clear? I mean,
oh wow, verbal confirmation. Oh my god. Oh my god. Power couple? Are we seeing this unfold? Killian Clark is in an apparent relationship.
Well, no, I think people misunderstand the relationship dynamic between myself and Corbyn. I think people misunderstand what the First Lady does and what the President does. I have a quote of it. I think it's pinned in the old Clark group chat before it got raided by the Guardian.
No!
Sorry, it won't happen. But listen, it was something along the lines of, to put it in a metaphor, I am basically the president that goes around donating to all these child abuse charities and like wildlife charities. Corbyn Clark undoes all of that progress by burning down forests.
I have to call your lie on that because Corbyn Clark disposes of her legal disposable vapes in an eco-friendly.
No, I know. And if she was here now, she would say she loves trees. If she was here now, she'd say I bin my vapes properly. It doesn't matter. Like that image of her that was in the news channel.
She said she's a fan of the Scottish Greens. Need I say more? Need I say more?
If you go to the news channel, there's a picture of her burning down the Shannon. And I just feel that is such a good image and visualization of what she does. She
burns down political institutions because they harm the environment. She is. She is.
Stop defending. I've had this issue with C as well. When I bring an issue about Corbyn to C, he's just like, and what? And I'm like, you're the owner. Side with me for once. And he's like, and what?
Yeah, because you're an abuser. Okay, you're trying to pin it all on your perpetrator. Okay, no, you're the perpetrator. You're trying to pin it on your victim. This is classic manipulation behavior. I would know. I'm a good one.
Okay. Oh God.
Next question. Hypothetical scenario. You've just accidentally sent a text to the entire group chat meant for your wife, Corbyn. What's the worst text you've ever accidentally sent to someone in your political circle? And did you ever pretend it never happened?
I once... Oh my God, do I even say this? I once...
Fucking do it.
You know when you like, instead of, so forwarding wasn't always a thing. And when you're too lazy to screenshot, so you copy and paste their name at the time and the message...
Yeah.
I once sent that to someone who had sent the message to me, and I had to quickly delete it. And they were like, "What did you DM me?" And I'm pretty sure because their response was so quick, "What did you DM me?" They had seen what I DM'd them. They knew I had sent their own message back to them, and I was
part of me thinks like, should I stop gossiping? I'm like, no.
But this was okay. I don't want to give too much detail because I'm not going to divulge this line here. But it was a political opponent who had put their trust in me on something really important. And I just copy and pasted the message and accidentally DM'd them it. And it took me a while to realise.
I've actually done that. in the group chat because oh no, I can't say this.
Don't.
No, this is private Clark business. I can't disclose this information on here. But I have done that exact thing. Oh no, it was not great. And it makes you think maybe you should stop, but no, it won't.
I'm noticing a pattern here. Every time we go into your, you just go, "Oh, that wasn't a nice moment." Well, were there any nice moments in that career? Actually,
no.
Oh, okay.
It was train wreck, but it was fun and it was for the vlog. Okay. I've got a caller on my left ear. I'm holding my left ear. We've got 22 breaking
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
From an anonymous caller. And they are saying, a very queer sounding woman, they're saying that you have been caught smuggling 20 terabytes of Smurf porn on your computer, making him the third member of the Clark family to be arrested for possession of images of underage. Oh, wow.
What? In what world? In what world did you read that and go, I'm going to read this?
I didn't read it before. It's
no other Uachtaráin would dignify that with a response. I'm asking you to move to the next question. I'm asking you to move.
Well, will you be the first of your kind? No. Anyways, we all know you can handle the heavy stuff, your wife. But let's get down to the real tough question. Who actually has the worst fashion sense in Ireland? And would you say it to their face? And now I'm going to say this first, and I know she's in the audience. Leah, your edges, they don't work, and they need to be never worn again. It will be written into the standing orders. They are now illegal. Cannot wear them. Anyway,
I have a lot to say on this topic. I'm very critical of people's avatars because there is a criteria out there that you should.
True.
Not that I'm going to apply it to everyone. Okay. I'm not the fashion police, but there is a criteria that you should aspire to. It has to look good. It has to look not necessarily generic, but like how real politicians should look, and it has to be original.
How should a real politician look?
Well, first of all, there's always the Dapper Dan haircut. I'm never going to hate on that because it works with different people and different faces and different personalities. You should have a suit that isn't old from 2012, like Giggum. Giggum wears the 2012 suit. Sure, he has the Dapper Dan haircut, but oh my god, he was put in the Houghton. Houghton is a row school, and they had a handbook for how to dress.
It's President Lynette Cathain.
President Lynette owned Houghton.
And yet shut down, unfortunately, because
it's shut down. But it had a handbook on how to dress, and the example of how not to dress was Giggum. They used Giggum's avatar for how not to dress. They literally did.
Oh, if Giggum found out, they would have been sued.
He never found out. But anyway,
would have been nice.
Oh, my LEDs IRL just turned off. Let me turn them.
IRL.
Anyway, but I have fashion issues with a lot of people. I would start off with Mr. Sunday.
I've been fucking saying this. He's wearing that same SS fucking what is it? Waistcoat, leather jacket. That he's not.
At least SS officers were commissioned. At least SS officers were commissioned by Hugo Boss. His is from like.
True. It's pennies. It's Primark. It's fake. It's rubbish. It's flammable. Claudia Winkleman's daughter up in flames. Anyway, my wife Erin, she was also cursed with the black outfit problem. But I have since converted her, and today she wore white and yellow to the doll.
Well done.
And I think that's proof that change can and will
happen. I'm not done.
No,
there is someone who has a habit. I'm going to finish on this note. There is someone who has a habit, because I don't like tearing people down, of copying my outfits and stealing my stuff. And if someone on this stage can name him, and it is a him, I don't need I even finish my sentence. I'll just leave it there.
I'll just leave it there. And I was going to mention this as well. His tweed suits, his grey hair, he's not got wrinkles yet, but he will. And wow, I
think he does.
Does he? Well,
I think
he's not even started a campaign trail yet.
I don't mind the wrinkles, but he did offer me some. Listen, okay, again, I told you I was going to finish on this note. I'll finish on this note. He gave me suits to wear. And then we showed up in the same suit. And I was like, I thought this was mine. He was like, yeah, I just like how it looks. I was like, well, then just keep it for yourself then. Don't offer it to me. Stupid cunt.
Yeah, that's why I don't tell people. I give people like the second best option if they ask me for something, because I want to be the best looking.
You're so vain and self-centered.
Absolutely, and that's what you need to be in this world.
You're kind of real for that. You're kind of real for that.
Thank you, and that validation really fuels me.
Let's end on this good note. Actually, let's move on. That's a good one.
We'll be segueing. I'm gonna open my wounds. I'm opening myself out to you. You know, I'm spreading.
Self-harm.
Just the tip. No, I obviously joined Ireland with, and I'm here. I'm fine to say it. I'm gonna humiliate myself. It's the Catholic thing to do. I joined with an Annette Cathane's pixie lesbian haircut, and since I have gone through, 2 hairs, and I think I've really landed on this lesbian thing, and I'm liking it.
But doesn't the haircut you have on now, because I'm in the studio and I can see it, of course, does it not cover your eye?
Yeah, I've had that same pet peeve, and I'm like, well, I'll just.
It's worth it with sunglasses, though. It's worth it.
Exactly. I'll just take pictures of one side of my face and the other half.
Well, you have 2 faces to choose from.
Exactly. Very true.
And you've obviously been wearing the good Roblox accessories on the other face.
Who are you referring to? Camilla!
Why would I care about that?
Morning, noon, and night! I care about it.
God. I feel like you...
I care about it.
You're like me if I had voices I listen. That's what you are. That's what you are.
They call me the human soundboard. Next question.
Nobody calls you that.
Shut up.
Okay.
Next question. Don't make me feel fucking. Next question. There is an ongoing rumor that you wore a slutty jockstrap to your presidential inauguration.
This is the second one to include a jock. Okay, I'm sorry.
Silence. This is my show with Niamh Clark, not with Gillian Clark. So behave.
Okay.
And there is an ongoing rumor that you wore a slutty jockstrap to your presidential inauguration, and then later lost this jockstrap and went, what do they call it? Gorilla?
Ow! I just spilled
commando. You went commando for the rest.
I just spilled alcohol. I just spilled 1 moment.
Well, lick it up.
Stop! Ew. Can I just say, a lot of people are like shocked at this, like, oh, this is so laid back and chill and crazy and funny. This is just like Clark group chat. Like,
so edgy.
This is just Clark group chat. Like, this is I don't even begin to describe that.
Stay tuned for next episode because I'm gonna have my tits out. Can you answer the question? Did you or did you not go commando for your inauguration?
Well, I was told. Do I even go along with this? Do I even?
What do you mean you go along with it?
Do I even
You signed the contract.
Do I even play into this? I don't think I do. I think I just.
You want good approval ratings, or are you gonna not let me help you?
At what cost? At what cost do good approval ratings come from? Admitting that I went commando on my Roblox inauguration. Like what?
Well,
at what cost?
It's just like Lola Young, like. Because I'm too messy.
I'm
so fucking clean. Sorry.
Nobody gets the reference. Like, name one person who would get the reference.
So you're really going to humiliate me like that?
Sorry, it won't happen again. Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Did you not write up questions for this? Are these on the spot?
No, I have.
Okay.
I have concepts of a plan.
We shouldn't. We shouldn't be on clan council yet. Like, can we move to them?
I'm rolling up my jeans, because I am hot. Next question. Hot in both circumstances. Imagine you died tomorrow. Who inherits what and why?
Oh, I've discussed this.
And they can inherit your presidency. We're going to say that can happen.
Okay. So, like, someone inherits my political career, basically. Okay. I will give my... Okay, that's fine. I will give my... Okay, so this shouldn't be the answer. I want to let you know, C. Quanick would not like this answer. Nobody would like this answer, but I would give the presidency to Jessie. I would let her take on my political career.
Oh my god, Mom! We did
it! Shut up. No, wait, listen. One, because... First of all, she has been... I have...
She's been through thick and thin.
Whether I like it or not, I have given a lot of my time and effort to her and her antics. So what is the point of doing all that just to not give her the presidency when I die? That's fine.
True.
But 2, also, I want to be remembered in her insanity. I want her lack of knowledge, experience, and participation in terrorism to be my legacy.
Yeah. And I think if she became president, it would only be right if she wore the beret again. If she wore her lovely white.
Oh, that's true.
Thing as president, because ever since she lost that beret, something's just not been right. And
that's true.
I don't want to be the one to say it, but I feel like she's not Jessie anymore.
What else do I give out? I have this problem where I don't have a favorite Clark. It switches every day. But I do love.
Oh, honey, I think you have a favorite Clark.
This is unpopular.
Right next to you.
No, no, you're gonna hate me. I really am fond of Hayden Clark. I think Hayden Clark is so underrated. I am team Hayden Clark. Okay. I do really like. No, I've said this in. If you saw Corbyn's DMs, you would think I'm schizo. Because if you look up like favorite Clark or whatever, it'll just come up every day of the week, someone new. But someone who comes up consistently, because I just find his humor so funny. And whether I'm right or wrong, whether he's funny or not, I'm a big fan of Hayden.
No, I would say Hayden Clark is funny. And, I'll take that on the chin and I'll be better.
To be fair, you've complained about a lot of Clarks, and I won't name them. But
no,
you've never complained about Hayden.
I haven't complained about Hayden. I've never complained about Jessie. I've never complained about Reginald. That really I never complained.
That's true.
That really.
No, I wouldn't. I would leave Reginald a sum of money that would be satisfying to buy ketamine.
Yeah, Reginald needs to be able to access tickets to go to boiler room and sniff lines.
Well, it's when you give someone like a lot of money, but it's not enough to invest, but just enough to blow out on drugs. That's what I would give Reginald. Yeah,
like we're gonna fund Reginald moving to the Netherlands and getting wild.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so we've actually covered so much in that question right there. We've just.
I didn't even finish answering.
Oh, you haven't finished? Oh, please.
There's more to give out. There's more to give. That the estate. I think you can have it because you're generous with it, so you'll let people use it. Most of my money probably Andrew or Oscar.
I think Andrew deserves it because he does do a lot of work. He puts his back in.
Yeah, I think. Okay, wait. Most of the money is Andrew. You would get enough money to maintain the house. Oscar gets a little bit of money, but Oscar most importantly will get like all the memorabilia, all the little things, like this is the pen he signed his first. I don't know.
Your fucking
dildo purchase.
Don't think I didn't notice your pink pen. That was
thank you.
That was
I would give him. It was.
I was thinking impeachment probably on the charts.
You weren't thinking that. You weren't thinking that. No, because even if you think that, you get arrested for it. But I would give him the sentimental item. I would give. If I have like an office or something, I would give Vic the office. She's not a Clark, but I would give it to her.
Vic, well, you could say Oscar isn't a Clark as well because he doesn't use the surname.
But he was a Clark at some point. Vic was never a Clark. She was a Fitzgerald though. So, Entity gets
nothing.
Maybe my clothing because I know he'd hate it. He would
probably burn it and use it for.
Yeah, because he wears tracksuits and stuff, and obviously my Roblox avatar doesn't have.
Oh, honey, he wore a fucking Montclair tracksuit
Monterey
to the Schnad today.
Deserved.
I heckled him. Don't think that would go unnoticed.
Honest to God, I would never wear that in front of you and expect you to be quiet. You're a loud bitch. Oh,
my sisters. No,
sorry.
No, that's not.
Oh, that's not.
I'm gonna take a minute.
Wait. No. Who else? I need to give Reginald something. I said I'd give him enough money to blow on drugs. Okay, that's everyone covered.
Have your sex swing.
And yeah, and I don't have one. Wait a minute. Wait, go back. Pause. I don't have one. And Corbyn obviously. If I die, Corbyn dies with me. She doesn't get anything.
If the world was ending, I don't want to be close.
Someone said €7 billion donation. Yeah, the day I die, you're gonna get a suspicious amount of money being diverted to the unions.
No, the fucking NUJ shut down, bombed, carpet bombed, flattened, everyone dragged.
Did I not give Hayden anything?
No, you gave. Okay. Wait, you gave him verbal commendation, basically.
Yeah, you got validation for.
you get a letter that you're going to expect is like saying that you inherit everything, but really it just says you're a great son.
Yeah, as you read it, you realize you're on the last paragraph and it hasn't mentioned the will yet, and you're like, wait,
is this fucking play about us?
Go on.
Okay. NUJ is what I was talking about. I don't blame their strike for anything because it was massively inconsequential. Multiple journalists did not strike. The RTÉ was, they were going strong. They were pumping out more of my propaganda than ever. Joking. Perfect media.
Oh?
They were pumping out all of their media still. And I got verbally assaulted by a representative of the NUJ.
Oh.
And then they tried saying that I was the reason that negotiations stopped. And yeah, so it's really hard for me to talk about.
Wow. I just love unions. And I know Rave is on this Fine Gael campaign.
Well, I know fucking Jesse loves unions as well.
Boss the unions. I love a good union. We all love a
What is it? What's her name again? Jeremy Corbyn's left testicle? That's her name somewhere. I saw it.
No, is it? Wait, let me check. Let me go to mutual servers. Yeah, it's in Project Britannia. Her name is Tony Blair's.
Oh, that's it.
Tony Blair's right testicle. Go on.
You are the first president of Ireland to be married to a woman, but be openly gay.
Has
it been hard? Has it been... Let me finish. I'll start, so I'll finish. Has it been hard to be in this lavender marriage, especially when Corbyn is a lesbian? And if not, when did you decide to stop hiding?
I think I should just kill myself live on air now. I don't think this is... I don't know. Where's we even go? First of all, before I even answer the question, Jesse has just tagged me saying, if you haven't abused your role as to make political gain, have you even lived? Well, I, for one, have abused... Okay, first of all, that's what unions are for. Unions are for abusing your role. Unions are for abusing your role to A, make your life in the union easier, and B, obviously agitate the establishment. And I did that. I was the first... Not the first. I was probably the second... Yeah, I was the second ever... First president to lead the union, second union leader of the NUJ, and I'm not going to say I fabricated cause to go on strike, but let's just say I maybe embellished the cause to strike so that I could annoy Diarmuid and his government, and it worked. I got him to U-turn, the first union to do that, and I hate Diarmuid, so it worked. But also, I think Diarmuid has left politics now, so again, a big RIP. I once did a podcast with him called The Rest is Politics, so...
Well, I feel like you are the vein of my existence. And personally...
Isn't it the bane?
Don't know. Don't care. This is my show. We don't fact check. Okay.
I thought there was going to be no fact checking.
I need Donald back because that impression was the best I've ever heard. And you can when you hear it, you can envision him moving his fingers like.
Yes. Donald had a great.
Donald's like Jeff. Okay. One final big fat final question. This is from an outside source. Let me read it first. Don't want to repeat it the last question.
Okay.
Views. Okay. What are your views on the current homosexuals in the Irish community, such as certain politicians, and how do you plan to deal with them and stop them from reaching positions of power?
Well,
cages, shackles.
I don't like the suggestions you're giving me.
BDS.
I want to sound independent of mind. So, homosexuals, what do we do with them? Well, Conor Novak had this internet safety rule, and he said it's in No Context Ireland somewhere, and he types in and he says, internet safety rule number 1, be chemically castrated and only speak to people who are chemically castrated.
And I actually had to ask Killian this yesterday when we were having an on-site. Chemical castration is basically when you have your testicles.
Oh yeah, you didn't know what that was?
You are dipped, and they...
No, you're not. Stop. Oh, this
That's
imagery.
what you told me.
No, I didn't. You don't did.
Well, I'm going to mislead, and I'm going to be that too.
I believe it's an injection of some kind.
Oh, is
but
it? Well,
perhaps a member of the audience who is chemically castrated could provide clarity. Like, let me see.
Is anyone missing both testicles?
George Monty-Moore. Oh, I know.
They like to share.
George Monty-Moore is chemically castrated. I'm sure he could, because he's no longer promiscuous. I'm sure he could tell us more.
Okay,
But
so
anyway,
chemically castrate, so they can't. Well, they can't procreate. I know, can they? So
no, that's the
anyway.
nature of castration.
Why do you enjoy beating women in your home? And what questions in regards to it? Because is it because Corbyn found your luxury Victoria's Secret jockstrap collection from John Paul?
There is a growingly, concerningly high amount of jockstrap questions on this podcast, and I think it could have something to do with the kink of yours.
Address when you have a sissy president.
I think, well, it's a good thing we don't then. It's a great thing. Perhaps you ought to reevaluate yourself. I don't even know what you would call it, self-accountability, and realize that these jockstrap questions are just a manifestation of your kinks being put into the questions. Yeah.
That's not... Okay, Killian. Well, I am proud to say that...
Oh, do I make it?
You have passed, and
yes!
I now knight you as a member of my
God.
prestigious clan council. So what will your honorary title be, Mr. Clark?
Well, what? Give me an example of honorary.
So you could have, you have a speciality. So you would be, you would be the Countess Killian Clark of your special field. So what is your field of expertise?
Well, now that I think about it, almost all of it is vaguely sexual. So I'll think politics. I don't know. I want to say I Countess Killian Clark of cunt. No, I think
too broad.
Too broad. That's kind of my department. That kind of reaches over. Let's leave it there.
I'm gonna cover you.
Yeah. I don't know what my special. Can we call my special field? Shit. I had a really good name earlier. We should just call it Enlightenment. That's it. You know, the propaganda minister in Germany was the Minister for Enlightenment. I want to be Count Killian Clark of is it just of Enlightenment?
Count Killian Goebbels of Enlightenment.
Thank you. That will be
everyone, round of applause for Killian Clark. Thank you so much for coming on Taoiseach with Niamh Clark. And wow, wasn't it an amazing show?
It was. I made it onto bottle 3. I made it onto bottle 3. I did. So thank you for that.
And I hope you know that as I have more guests on the counts on the show, that there will be
Wait. I feel like just before we end that we should potentially have a space for guests to ask questions.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a great segment because I spent a lot of time doing that today. Anyways, please don't interrupt. We will be doing, as we have more guests, there will be a sort of Dance Moms triangle pyramid of ranking. So I will rank my favorite guests, and I hope you all are prepared for scrutiny. Anyways, Killian, you have been an absolute honor to have on my show today. And have you got any final plugs or comments to make before I behead you?
This entire broadcast was a huge safeguarding concern.
Thank you.
And I regret it all.
No, you don't. So your final remark was a lie. So thank you, everyone. And the stream will now be ended there. Thank you so much.